Hello and welcome to another one of my Halloween projects. It's Melinda from Scrapbookingncraft. Please excuse my voice because it's a bit horrid because I've got a bit of a sore throat. This is actually a Halloween coffin I've made. So this is the front of the coffin. I'll just show you something inside and then I'll explain what I've done. Isn't this cool? Spooky! Oh, complete with flashing lights. Let me go turn the flashing lights off. And I will be back in just a moment. I'm back. I'll show you what the flashing lights are that I had in my coffin. It's actually just a little bracelet with some little skulls on it, and it flashes red and clear, and you can just turn it on and off by twisting this little piece up here, which I can't do one-handed. Just a moment. Okay, so I've turned the flashing lights off and I'll explain to you what I've done. I've actually made this coffin box myself, and it's constructed out of 1.8mm chipboard. What I did was cut the lid and the actual base of it on my laser cutting machine. And then what I did was I constructed the sides. They're 5 centimetres tall, and then I just cut them to size to fit on the box. I'll start with the lid of the box. So what I've done is I actually painted, you can sort of see under the paint, I painted it a bronze colour. I can see it a bit better on the box. You can sort of see, you can see a bit more of the bronze colour just there on the edge. So I painted the box and the lid a bronze colour. And then I actually tried to do a crackle effect over the top. So over the bronze paint I applied a coat of PVA glue or Elmer's glue. And you let it go dry and tacky, and then you actually put your layer of black paint over the top. I actually got interrupted doing my craft by my daughter, so I left the glue dry too much and it didn't really work after I stuck the black paint on. So what I did is after I put the black paint on, I actually took some silver rub and buff and went crazy with that over. So you can actually see the bronze showing through, the black showing through, and the silver, so it looks really old and very spooky. So on the inside of the lid, all I've done is painted it with black gesso. I'm yet to find a hinge to actually hinge my box together, or I may just leave it out like this. What I've done is a cluster of flowers up the top. So most of these are available in my store. These little black ones are. These two-tone colour ones I believe will be there soon. This skull down here is actually a plastic resin skull sticker I found in one of my cheapy stores, and this is one here as well. These glitter bits here are actually ginormous, giant glitter stamens for sticking in the middle of the flowers. Come in a huge range of colours, and they will be going on our website soon. And then what I've done is I've actually just curled up my stems and had them poking out the top. So I love the top of the lid, how that turned out. Now onto the box. I'll just move my witch out the way. I was actually inspired to make this box by a video I saw on YouTube. I'm not quite sure of the name of the lady off the top of my head, but I will go find it and post it below. So what I've done was when I was constructing the box, I actually was getting a bit of hot glue on the outside edge, which I didn't really want. So what I actually ended up doing is I went around all the edges. You can see the top ripple. I went around like the corners in like a squiggle effect to actually give it a bumpy, so you can actually feel this is all bumpy here, to give it a better look. So I've done that right around on all the edges of the box to make it look worn and sort of old. So what I've done again on the box, I've painted it bronze, attempted to do the crackle effect which didn't really work, and then I've gone over the top with the silver rub and buff. I've actually got, I'll turn it this way, I've actually got little handles on the box. These are actually from my daughter's bead box. This is half the bead, and then the other half is actually stuck on this side as well. So they come in a bead kit with the word friendship in a plastic bead stuck in the middle. So I dismantled that and cut them in half, and they worked really well as little handles on the coffin box. What I've also done is I've put feet. Let me see if I can get this to focus a bit better. I've actually put feet on my coffin box. So we've got 2 at one end, at the shortest end, and we've got 2 down here. So the feet are actually plastic beads, big beads. They're about 1 inch tall, I found on a necklace. So what I did was I painted them with black gesso, and then I took the same silver rub and buff and buffed them all over. So they actually look like metal feet, and it looks really cool when it sits up. Not sure whether you're going to get the effect with the light. Let me see. So they look really cool when you sit the box up on the shelf. The inside of the box, I actually wanted to line it like a real coffin, but I had real trouble trying to find a gathered ribbon. So I ended up finding this is like a feather boa. This is like a central feather boa, and it's all fluffy. So I've gone right around the edge, and then I've actually laid a piece in the bottom as well to give it all this fluffy, nice effect. Oops, sorry. Let me change the angle of my phone. Okay, what I wanted to do is, the lady I got inspired for had also dressed up a witch to go in her coffin box. So this is my dressed up witch. It's actually a plastic skeleton that I found at Spotlight in Australia. They come on a garland, and that's actually the original colour of the skeleton. So it was sort of brown and all sort of semi-distressed. Let's see if I can get a good shot of the face. There we go. So I didn't have to do much to the skeleton. What I've actually done is, this is doll hair. I found a little packet, of white doll hair at the op shop, in one of our thrift stores. So I've just glued a bit on that at the top. And I've made her a little dress out of purple and black sparkly material, and tied a piece of black sparkly sort of rickrack around her body, so she fits in her, lies in her box. She actually gets a bit lost in the fluff, which is not much I can do about it now. I think next time if I make another one, the side of the box was actually 5 centimetres tall, and I think that's a slight bit small, or a slight bit taller than I'd like. If I was going to make a second one, I'd probably make it a bit smaller. So thank you for looking at my spooky coffin box, and hopefully the start of the video did not scare you too much. I'll see if I can get a side view of it with the lid and the feet to show you the full effect, because it looks awesome sitting up on my mantelpiece at the moment. There we go. Sorry, that's a bit lopsided. So this will be out for my Halloween display, and I will be looking for a hinge for it, but I've not found anything suitable or the right size, so I'm still on the hunt. But I still like it with the lid open. Looks really cute. Sorry, flip you around again. So thank you for watching, and I'll put the link for the video down below that I was inspired by. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my spooky coffin box with dressed up witch. Thank you.